was a common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
No, we changed it. Yeah.
They go play action now. Jackson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. First down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 15-yard line. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Justin Fields. 15 yards. And the Cowboys will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Left side, Cook. To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 19-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack on first down, Fields. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they built that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Higgins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 12 yards there and a first down. Here's Jackson. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Hey, report.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. There he goes left side. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Off play action, Fields. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. 14 yards, and the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Hey, middle. Hey.
To try again after the sack. Jackson buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
You change it. 13.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Fields now to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Report!
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Open man right side is Ingram. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it. Cook. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Fields. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian Watson from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson swinging this out wide here for Cook. He's got room past the 30. Down the sideline he goes. Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they'll get this down to the 10. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jackson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. T. Higgins from 10 yards out. And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And the Cowboys are able to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
On first down, it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Seibert on for the PAT. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line. So the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Meanwhile, Fields throw complete there to Thomas. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. To the 43, second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
On play action, Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Fields. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again on second down, Fields. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And they'll run again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Hey!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Finds his tight end Ingram. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to get a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Jackson. Able to find Higgins. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Throwing, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
that means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So a big play there on fourth, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. We knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining. But that interception puts it in to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 111 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the 4th quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spots and taking care of the second level as well.
And they're taking advantage of everything right now on the scoreboard with that lead. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done.